Good morning, Facebook. This is Eric Auger. I'll be back in the frame in just a second. And getting ready to do my morning Facebook Live. And today we're going to talk about reality shows and real estate. Most of you are probably wondering what the connection is, but trust me, it will all make sense in a second. If you are watching, let me know. Give me a like. Share the feed, or let me know that you're here. This way I can say hi. But before we get started, here is this. So the big question is this. How in an industry like real estate, where no formal education is required, where the only way to learn is for real estate agents to practice on you, and where the people advising you are 100% commissioned salespeople, meaning if they don't close deals, they do not get paid, how do you protect yourself from abuse, greed, and bad advice? That is the question, and this Facebook Live will give you the answer. My name is Eric Auger, and welcome to Real Estate Secrets. So, if you're like me and you watch TV sometimes, you'll probably come across the show Love It or List It. It's a reality show, and as you guessed it, it's about real estate. And the premise of the show is very simple. You have a real estate agent, David. You have an interior decorator. Her name is Hillary. And you have a couple that has grown tired of their current house and they want to move. Well, actually, not quite. One wants to move, the other one wants to keep the house, and the plot of the show is what's going to happen. So that's when David and Hillary come in. David's mission is to take that couple to look at houses and to find them a new house, while Hillary's mission is to take their house and turn it into a home that they'd love to keep forever by remodeling, staging, and whatnot. So the premise of the show is pretty simple, but it's also strikingly similar to what happens in real estate. Don't we have a couple or a family or a single person, doesn't really matter, who owns a house and for some reason the house no longer meets their needs. Either the house has become too big, too small, in the wrong place, maybe they are relocated somewhere for a job. Bottom line, the house no longer meets their needs, and they need to sell it. So similarities here. Now here's what's interesting with the show Love It or List It, is that in over 75% of the cases, the couple that's featured in the show ends up keeping the house after they see what Hillary's done with it. 75% end up keeping the house. And the reason is pretty simple. The reason is scientific staging. Hillary is a decorator and a stager, and so she'll take the house and she'll remodel the inside, change the colors, change some of the accessories, move furniture, add some furniture, maybe subtract some furniture, maybe change the use of each room. And she turns a house that looked tired, that the owners no longer liked, into the place where they want to live and a place that they love. This is the power of scientific staging. And staging works at a very emotional level. It's not rational at all. The purpose of staging is to create emotional attachments when people walk through the house. It's not rational, it is just, I'm sure you've walked in places and you went, wow, this is amazing. And I'm sure you've also walked in other places where you were like, this is really average, there's nothing, really striking me. Well, staging will make the house, will give the house the wow effect that you need for buyers to be emotionally attached to the house. And here's what's really important, is that big or small purchase decisions are never made at a logical level. It's always an emotion trigger that is then supported by logical reasoning. And so if we can create that emotional attachment the moment buyers walk into your house, we've won about 90% of the battle. And so that's why we use staging in our listings. So for every listing that we take, we always have a home stager meet with the homeowner, and as much as possible, the stager will work with what's already there and maybe subtract and add a few pieces, but she, as much as possible, try to work with what's already there and makes the house as appealing as possible. And if the house is not furnished, or if we need to add something, she will suggest that that we add some pieces. Now, of course, the decision is completely up to the homeowner. The other benefit is that once that home stager walks through the house with you, She will give you within a couple of days a complete report with what she recommends you do based on her experience. And by the way, the home stager that we use worked for some of the top builders here in town. She has an amazing reputation and she knows what she's doing. If you walked through model homes, chances are that you've seen her work. And so she'll give you, or the homeowner, a list of things that she recommends you do, and then the choice is yours. You can implement it yourself, and which will certainly save you some money, or you can have her do it for you. In that case, she will send her crew for half a day or a day, whatever is necessary to prepare the house for sale. Once it is ready, that's when we take the pictures, do the video, and that's when we leverage your house. We made it stand out. People are impressed the moment they walk in. Your house is no longer a house, it becomes a showcase piece, and that's what we do. It takes a little bit of time to do that. It takes a lot more effort than what the traditional agent would do, which is walk through your house, take iPhone pictures, and put it on the MLS. But at the end of the day, the numbers are there to show that the house will sell a lot faster, sometimes in a matter of a day or two, rarely over a week, but usually about sometimes a day or two, rarely over a week. And you will end up, usually the statistic says about 4 to 6% more than if your house wasn't staged. And so it does make sense. The expense, the time, and the money expense that you incur up front. By the way, the initial consultation is free, so you only spend money if you choose to hire the stager to implement what she recommends for you. So we pay for the initial consultation. So but the time investment is really, really worth it, because when you put a house on the market, you have a critical period of about 2 to 3 weeks where buyers are going to walk through the house, and if they're impressed, they'll pull the trigger right away. Why? Because we're in a hot market. They know houses move fast, and they'll want to grab it. They'll be scared that somebody else is going to have just the same idea as they do, which is make an offer, and so they'll want to grab it ASAP. Now, if you go over 30, 45, 60 days in a market like we are in today, buyers start thinking that maybe there's something wrong with the house, or maybe it's way overpriced, and so they won't even go look at it. So that's why, that first 2 weeks window is super, super important. And if we can impress buyers during that 2-week period and get an offer, you are sure, absolutely sure, to win and get the highest offer possible. So that was my Facebook Live for today. Any comments, questions, please type them in on the bottom. I'll be happy to answer. I'll be checking throughout the day. And if you like me, show me the love and share that video. I'll see you soon.